What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the ZnZerna Music Hour. Tonight, we've got something special. I'm your host, PT Burnem, and this evening I'm going to be showing you the Esperfield. I'm going to be jamming with it and practicing with it for the show that's going on the 3rd of November. I've got the MPC ready to go with a bunch of beats that I'm going to be able to shift the sequences on live. I've got some sound effects here from previous sessions. I think this must have been now 4 sessions ago when I did Raytheon Mug. I've got my Raytheon Mug with me. I've got radar sound. Crash sounds, and I've got some sequences set up that I'll unleash soon. I've got Mononoke over here, just off screen, and that I'm using to drone, and I can also trigger some high notes, some whiners, and some starfalls, as I like to call them. That one was a little loud. I might turn that aspect down. That's better. Okay, so got those going. I also have a little Esperfield action over here. Make this so it's not right in that. There we go. Okay. So in addition to the Esperfield, I've got this microphone. I'll cut it on here. It's got some echo on it. What's going on world? And I've got Esperfield. Those of you that don't know, I'll explain a little bit of the Esperfield over here. Actually, 1 second. And what I'm doing is, with this pad and paper, I'm keeping track of the various constellations, which is what I'm calling the shapes, that I'm performing with the Esperfield. So I'm keeping track of those by keeping track of the shapes that I make with the specific tunings. Shout outs to 1InfiniteZero for help with the sound overall of the Esperfield, with the effects to run it through. She had me on this chorus tip, which really prevents the higher frequencies from building up. It's an excellent. Oh, one other thing. I gotta talk about this. Yo, Fat Milk is in the building with Lampman. It's a pleasure to see you. Lampman, if you don't already know, Gallery 5, November 3rd, we're gonna talk about that, because you might be more than just a casual observer. But that's the business. I'm gonna debut live the Esperfield. For the audience, I got 6 songs, hopefully. I got 3 tonight that I'm gonna jam on. We already know. Okay, so like for instance, this is called The Scythe. It's just a quick downward curve. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna get right into it. I got something I call the brother progression, which goes like this. Monday. I may only do snatches of the lyrics as I do the work here. Clocking Mondays, right for the car. There ain't no distractions. Raytheon Mall. Smoke fills the lungs. Clocking Monday. Raytheon Mall. Raytheon Mall. Raytheon Mall. Raytheon. Yes. Let's fucking go, Josh. Death from above, death no distraction, wait beyond mud. Black and Monday, death from above, not noonday. Right beyond mud, right beyond mud. Don't think right from above. Got no distractions. Right beyond mud. Don't do shake it. Got no above. Right beyond mud. Right beyond, right beyond, right beyond, right beyond mud. What's up, football? I've got the lights reacting to that. I like that percussion a lot. Side and two eyes. So that's been fun. Let's go! Now we're gonna have a little saving session. Always remember to save and back up your work if you've done good work. Maybe even if you've done bad work, to see how badly you've done later and don't do it again. Let's see. We're gonna find this Roderick Jones. Alright, I'm gonna stop with this nonsense.
I have a feeling that in a certain way, perhaps, every moment of history is seen to at least some of its participants to be a profound moment of danger. And certainly if one looks back over the trail of history, it's much easier.
Alright, so now I'm loading up a new project and I gotta do some tuning. And I have it all laid out here.
I'm going to try this last lecture.
Now let's see.
To evoke again that postmodern space to which the text of Nietzsche leads us and try to move us a bit beyond that by discussing Nietzsche's progeny. Now, Nietzsche's progeny, as I said, is already for me a joke because Nietzsche had no legitimate children, had many illegitimate children. And in fact, I think that in a certain way, that Nietzsche's text is in any sense a success. And by that I mean, given its paradoxical nature, it was written.
Which this reminds me that I wanted to say something about
I think that if it's a success in any
about cheap solutions. Let me tell you a story. I don't know if y'all know this one, but about how the Americans solved writing upside down in space or writing with no gravity versus how the Russians solved it. It'll take a minute for this to get to y'all. You can type it in if you know the answer. Not you, one to infinite zero. I know you know the answer.
In any case, I'd like to close with, return to our postmodern scene and try to make a little clear what I mean by that with something more than indirection. I've already indicated one of the things that marks the postmodern, or the postmodern situation, what might be called a modern situation, is that tele-visual telecommunicational network and the saturation of modes of information, surveillance, and control at a level logistically where the quantity of them qualitatively changes the nature of our experience. That's as brief a way as I could describe the trajectory. That the very quantity of information, the very quantity of the images,
And I'm also going to load up Phrygian.
I mean, bonanza all over the world, television, ubiquitous, and so on. That they're very quantitative enhancement. has changed our situation in dramatic ways. And to give this very broad point,
So the Mononoke is providing a lot of nice backup here with the drone happening. I'm going to see if I can't bring that into view a little bit. It's this blue thing that I've got going on the iPad, and it's such a good instrument that I devoted the iPad basically to this instrument, just so I could always have it on hand to do some droning. So that's my F. I need D sharp 2, please. So, I've been thinking about bringing in this instrument on the road and how that's going to work with sets that I'm doing, which are pretty action-packed and fast-moving, and not having to do this tuning thing. And let me tell you, the Americans solved it with millions of dollars of research and the development of a special pen that wrote upside down. And the Russians just used a pencil. So it's about cheapest solution to solve the problem. I'm a utilitarian. I like all this modular synth stuff, but mostly I like it to get the job done. I mean, I like exploration too, absolutely. But I'm very utilitarian. There's areas that I want to explore, and that's where these get me. So, that being said, my solution, rather than buying a bunch of oscillators that are tunable, which costs a lot of money per oscillator, I was thinking on it, and then I realized that I could just run MP3s or WAV files from MP3 players, and I only need 5 cheap MP3 players, and I could just run tracks, hour-long loops of single tones that I can then use like oscillators. And then I could just keep them, you know, track 1, track 2, track 3, track 4, and have an auto-tuning system for when I go on the road. This is G2. It is not.
If we look at the 19th century that way, as that being at least one of the big stories, then certainly one of the big stories of the mid to late 20th century would be the incredible increase in the switch from technologies which concentrate on increasing the intensity and the power of manual labor to those which tend to replace mental, intellectual labor. By that I mean not just computers, but the whole array of devices intended to replace, for lack of a better word, human experience. Subjective human experience. Television is an instrument of production, in my opinion, designed, whether it was with this in mind or not, functioning, in any case, to replace largely subjective human experience. Computers designed sometimes for the direct technical function of replacing intellectual experience. In other words, things like adding, multiplying, dividing, subtracting.
I would love for you to bring your portable system over stimulus function. In fact, you haven't been here for the earlier half of this season, but I was using a lot of physical objects that I got a couple of things running, and my hope is to put a lot of these physical objects together in the next couple of weeks for the Gallery 5 show. So if you wanted to come through and send some gate signals and trigger some objects, I would love for that to happen. Yeah, maybe after the show. I mean, I'm setting those objects up for the show, and maybe giving them a little test run might be a tight idea. I'll just see if you're available. Now, let's see. This is G1, yes. G1.
Something about humans as embodied and then humans as intelligent and subjective and rational. Then we will see that, as it were, the advance of society has tended to replace both
F2, or it's supposed to be.
Intellectual skills. One of the reasons we value sport so much now is that the replacement of the laboring body required for the development of our society can be vicariously enjoyed when we see Michael Jordan dunk. And we remember quasi-nostalgically the beauty and the pleasures of the body. Although, of course, now deferred into an image. Because the secret of a postmodern society is that everything that was directly lived has moved away into a representation or an image. Everything that was directly lived has moved away
It's
into
rough.
a representation or an image. So that we, as it were, enjoy the vicarious pleasure of a flying body. We hear the jingle be like Michael, like Michael. We participate vicariously in the beauty of the body, but this time as an image. As an image. This is a
Now the oscillators tend to
different
drift a bit,
projected for culture.
but we,
After this time will be different subjectivities.
you know, you're absolutely right. I do have a lot going on. Sometimes I overbook myself and then get stressed out. So maybe it's a good idea. Save that stuff. We'll get together and
When the problem of theology was the
do that stuff
or the non-believer. How to respond
once the
to
show's done.
non-believers.
I like that idea.
The problems in theology and philosophy today, when they're posed at their highest levels, are not the problems of believers and non-believers, but of humans and the non-human. See, until you have a certain subjective framework, the issue of belief doesn't even arise. The issue arises about, are the people to whom we address ourselves still human? And then it will be interesting to discuss gods, their powers, magic, mystery, murder, and rain, and so on, once we determine the deeper question about whether a society that first reflects physical labor and later
Picking up audio from the screen there. Maybe I'll just prop this up, pull from it whenever I want.
I've argued that it already has begun to move it away into a representation of an image.
All right, you.
Well, this possibility is the possibility of what I would like to call, in the spirit of Nietzsche, nihilism, technological.
My knowledge.
That's scarier than Nietzsche's nihilism as a form of belief which would bring an end to this atmosphere within which the world was still mendacious and magical. This
I
would
should have
be
been
the
running this stuff
technological
right from the
realization
beginning.
of
Okay.
Let me try to make that clear to you by explaining something I think we all will know as a familiar example. There are great apocalypse stories in the Bible has a pretty good apocalypse story, right? Revelation, certain preachers really like to do that one, and it's exciting, and there are writers and the fact that apocalypse was technologically achievable and that we could set up all the technical necessities for it is now very unusual. Am I wrong about that? Or is it the fact that we have technologically achieved the ability to construct an apocalypse? I'm not talking about a biblical myth, but an apocalypse in Thailand. We now waking up and that actually being myth is other myths.
It's the first time testing this stuff out. All right.
Microscope, telescope, microscopes, telescopes, band light, images sliding focus, send light, plans, telephones, and wizards, it's complex, the thoughts and all the reflections, nonsense, through the stores, perception, reflex, and lens, reset, sense, skirt to the bench, change in the mode, reflex, re-stretch, extend the sense, and break out the brain, change the elements, one game, tiny particles, we are a part of this captivated by a rising dark. Ready, safe, may never colonize, marched over chronicles, Billy shoeboxes up and flipped articles. Shit is so epic, tangled in the drama. Break it down the flora and fauna into the street, identifiable quanta. Busy monkey mind, always on the fucking grind. Eyes dilated in the end, sitting on a pen and waiting to be annihilated. Quotes from old friends can't compare the time spent with old friends and fate blows a cold wind. If the drones know I can walk back, still with both men. Great beards and outdated language, all things appear to change. Faces the moon, thin strips, magnetic tips spinning and phasing and disintegrating roots, disintegrating roots. Showed you good far, but disappearing roots to these impenetrable, inner Catch, temporary shit, rearranging issues.
Let's go.
Somewhere along the line, my MPC got unplugged and was running out of batteries, and it's doing this annoying thing that I can't shut off. That it announces that it's running out of battery, and it covers the screen with this alert. And you have to hit OK, and it does like every 3 seconds. So it's basically unusable, even when it's just running out of battery, not just out of battery.
check it out. So, Esperfield being built, the time necessary to practice these things, continue on with this music journey. It's been being supported by the Dust Cats, part of the Patreon, the Dust Cat Dream. And it makes me happy and proud to say that this is ongoing and continuing to yield fruit. We actually got some packages in the mail that maybe you will be getting in the mail soon. Here on board the Dust Cat. And that's this Patreon. If you're interested, it's patreon.com/ZnZerna, ZnZerna. And yeah, if you want to support, there's multiple tiers. You can get cat stickers, you can get all sorts of stuff, and tapes. There will be a tape at the end of the year and a pin, which has been delayed but is on its way. There's a thing that just arrived though, I haven't talked about at all, but you should probably be receiving one soon. Okay, those of you who I'm talking to. The Digicats, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much to the Zerna Cats, Erica Pontiac, Kenny Creech, Gerard Stoltz, Rin Cat, Ben Dasher. You make it possible. Mikey Cat, Sam Seeger, Mama Cat, Austin Avalanche Snell, Anna Cat, Jen Dudley, Eric Akers, Visitor 10, Scarlett Herrera. Thank you very much for all your support. One Infinite Zero, the incomparable Ariel Bryant. We also got Dogfuck, my number one, well, almost. But my only Lumi Cat. And my actual number one. Gotta say, thank you so much for the continued support. Barry Cat, my royal blue. Nothing is true, everything is permitted, and we're gonna continue moving on as if this is the case. Because it likely is. Stimulus Function, thanks for joining us. C's Futures, Josh, thanks as always. Peace. Have a good evening, everybody. Footbags, thanks for joining us. It's been lovely. I meant to get 3 in, but looks like I just jammed out on 2 of them. So we got that. We're gonna put it into the mushy intro. Just a moment. Good night, everybody.